This is the first student-led live broadcast in the nation, bringing you the best stories and sports since 1970. We are CHS Today.
Good morning, Spartan Nation, and welcome to today's newscast. I'm Layla.
And I'm Peyton.
And now it's time for CHS Today. In national news, police fatally shot a woman who they said cut a 3-year-old boy in the face during an alleged kidnapping attempt at a Walmart in Omaha, Nebraska yesterday morning. 2 officers shot the woman, Naomi Guzman, after she cut the boy and refused to drop a knife she had stolen from the store. Guzman, 31, made multiple threats with the weapon before the officers opened fire. The child was taken to the hospital with a large cut across his face and is expected to recover. A release described his injury as non-life-threatening. No officers were injured. When officers arrived around 9:20, they encountered a woman outside the Walmart holding a knife to a 3-year-old child that was in a shopping cart. The officers gave the suspect commands. There is a video that shows the suspect swiping the knife at the child, cutting him across the face. Officers at the time, at least one officer, fired their weapon, and the suspect was deceased at the scene.
In world news, in Turkey, a student has shot at least 4 people dead, including fellow students, and wounded at least 20 at a middle school in south-central Turkey. According to its governor, Governor Murkum Unlur, told reporters that 3 students and 1 teacher were killed in Wednesday's attack in the province of Kahramanmaraş, which he said was carried out by a student in the 8th grade. The shooting is the country's 2nd school attack in 2 days, coming after Tuesday's shooting at a high school in Şanlıurfa province in the southeast, conducted by a former student who killed himself in a showdown with police after wounding 16 people.
Seniors, make sure to email your senior photo to Miss Nickel. The deadline for picture turn will be May 1st.
There will be a Fair Queen informational meeting in the lecture hall during Impact for juniors on April 20th. There will also be a Fair Queen informational meeting in the lecture hall for seniors on April 21st.
Prom is on May 2nd. Promenade will be from 5 to 6 p.m. in the Robert E. Wise Auditorium. Prom will be in the Miller Building from 8 to 11, followed by after prom in the Ivy Tech Building.
Tickets for prom are now being sold at the bookstore and are $20 apiece. Tickets will not be sold at the door. Tickets may only be purchased by a senior. If you plan on bringing an underclassman as your date, you must specify who you are buying a ticket for. Here's a video showing you where and how to buy tickets.
So today, we're gonna figure out how to buy prom tickets. So when you're gonna be walking down this little hallway here in Jackson 1, you're gonna wanna turn left as those 2 boys just did. So once you turn left, you're gonna be greeted with the athletic office. This is not where you buy your prom tickets. You walk down and you're greeted with this little counter right here. And then let's zoom in a little bit closer, and you're greeted with the bookstore lady. And she's gonna be selling you your prom tickets. So once you get here, you're gonna hand Miss Hart the money, and you're gonna buy your precious prom ticket. Now, I'm sure most of you are sitting in your Impact, probably really awkward because you're around people that you don't know. And you probably don't even talk to each other in your Impacts, but it's okay. And I'm sure that most of you guys are wondering, hey, I wanna buy a prom ticket. Well, first, you have to ensure that you are a senior at Connersville High School, because if not, Ms. Hart will not accept your ticket buying, your little purchase, if you may. You have to ensure that you are a senior, because if not, she will not accept your purchase buying. Now, if you want a guest form, come get them in the front office. Now, if you're feeling really royal, like Abby Keel or Brent Likens, you can also find a prom court form at the front office. Also, right there. Now, this guest form has to be filled out by the student that goes to Connersville High School. Now, as you can see, the person that goes here will write on this top line, and this person here, their name is Nito. And now the person that goes to like Franklin County or Rushville, their name is Jane Doe.
I don't know.
It's not Doe.
Who is Doe?
Jane Doe. You spelled Jane Doe? Jane Doe?
Who is Jane Doe, bro? Because Abby didn't know how to spell Doe. She spelled it as Jane Doe. Okay. Hey, this has to be filled out before April 22nd. because it has to go to the other person's school, and the school has to send it over to them before April 22nd, and you have to turn in before April 22nd. Now, I also want to talk to you about these self-nomination forms because these also have to be turned in by April 22nd. If you're wanting to run for prom court, you're going to want to fill these in.
Go buy them tickets.
We'll see you there. If you're bringing a guest from another school, guest passes are available in the front office. If any student is short on funds, let Mrs. Hart know at the bookstore. If you need help finding a dress, jacket, or shoes for prom, please talk to any teacher or anyone in the front office.
Prom court self-nomination forms are now available in the front office. They must be signed and turned in by 3:30 on April 22nd. Voting will be April 23rd and 24th, and court will be announced April 24th during Impact.
There will be a sophomore ECHS meeting tomorrow during Impact.
There will be an art club meeting in Mrs. Kane's room today during Impact.
There will be a Costa Rica trip meeting tomorrow during Impact in Senorita Brown's room.
There will be an FFA meeting today during Impact.
There will be a Europe trip meeting tomorrow during Impact in Mrs. Medina's room.
French Club will be having a movie night tomorrow, Thursday, April 16th. It will be in JA 201 starting at 3:30 p.m. Snacks will be provided.
On this day in 1892, the General Electric Company was officially founded through the consolidation of businesses owned by Thomas Edison and the rival Thomson-Houston Electric Company. This merger, brokered by J.P. Morgan, created a dominant entity that resolved patent disputes and became one of the original 12 companies listed on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Also, on that same day in 1912, the Titanic sank at 2:20 a.m. after hitting an iceberg in the North Atlantic the previous night at 11:40 p.m. The unsinkable luxury liner went down on its maiden voyage from Southampton, England to New York City, resulting in the loss of more than 1,500 lives. This maritime disaster led to significant changes in ship safety regulations, including the requirement for sufficient lifeboats and the establishment of the International Ice Patrol.
This just in. At approximately 9 this morning, a Kia Soul has been reported of driving through the window of Connersville Great Clips. No injuries have been reported.
Lunch for tomorrow is macaroni and cheese served with seasoned broccoli. Other options will include a crispy chicken patty sandwich with seasoned fries or a walking beef taco.
Jemiah, is it going to stay this hot?
At 7 p.m. it'll be 75, and at 10 p.m. 74, and at 7 a.m. 65 degrees. Now on to our 3-day. Thursday will be a high of 77 with a low of 53, with a 55% chance of thunderstorm. Friday, 82 with a low of 65, partly cloudy, and Saturday, a high of 71, 40 degrees, 70% chance of thunderstorm. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Jemiah.
Now over to Gage with our Spartan Nation Sports.
On Tuesday, April 14th, the Connersville girls track and field team hosted Rushville and New Pal. They split the meet with a score of 37 to New Pal's 109 and Rushville's 22. Top finishers for the Lady Spartans were Bree Adkins, second in shot put, Zoe Chomel, second in the high jump, Chelsea Carpenter, second in the pole vault, Hannah Ropp, third in the pole vault, Chloe Keel, second in the 1600 and first in the 3200, Kaya Mitchell, third in the 100 hurdles and first in the 300 hurdles. The 4x800 relay of Jasmine Bond, Gabby Higby, Hailey Slater, and Chloe Keel placed second, and the team is next in action Friday, April 17th at the Bill Self Invitational at Franklin Community High School. Yesterday, Carp and Johnny's track team hosted Rushville and New Pal in the tri-meet. The Spartans came up short with a score of 38 to New Pal's 83 and Rushville's 46. Top finishers for the Spartans were Benton Lakes, Noah Russo, Andrew Miracle, and first in high jump, Johnny Ropp, second in high jump. Landon Moore, third in the high jump. Finn Smith, Kingston O'Toole, Michael Mason, and Bronson Likens. The team is next in action Friday at the Bill Self Invitational at Franklin Community. For sports action for tonight is tennis at home at 5, varsity softball at home at 6, and varsity baseball at Centerville at 6. Sports action for tomorrow is JV and varsity softball at Franklin County at 5:30, JV baseball at home at 6, varsity baseball plays Franklin County at 6. That's all for sports. Now back to the desk for birthdays.
Thanks, Gage.
Birthdays for today are Alyssa Willis, Tegan Campbell, and Bella Mitchell.
The only birthday for tomorrow is Kinsey Van Meter. Happy birthday.
I'm Layla.
I'm Peyton.
I'm Gage.
I'm Jemiah.
And that's all for CHS Today.